Hey guys, Stacey Hall from staceyhall.com here with you. I'm standing on my porch. It's a little chilly, so I've got my coffee with me and we're ready to go. Are you getting people hating on you? Do you get internet trolls, haters, and dream stealers kind of bugging you and you're just not sure exactly how to deal with it, how to not let it get you down? Don't worry, I've got some advice for you today that should help you get past it and keep on moving. So the first thing I want to tell you is that if you're getting haters, that's actually a really good thing, because that's a sign that you are in action mode, that you are actually getting busy and getting things done, and you're making waves because people are noticing, otherwise they wouldn't be commenting in the first place. So give yourself a pat on the back for actually doing something productive. That's awesome. Now, your haters can come in many different shapes and sizes, so depending on the kind of hater you get, how you're going to react to it might vary some. There are certain categories that I like to place them in. So for example, the first kind of hater you might get is what I call the personal hater. And this is somebody that you know really well. Personal haters are usually husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, and family, people that, otherwise should really have your back. What is so frustrating about a personal hater is you want to be able to rely on them. You want their support. And it really hurts because they're one of the few people on earth whose opinion you actually really care about. So when they are not on the same page with you, and worse yet, when they're super judgmental, it really stings. But here's the thing. It's important to take a step back and realize that most of the time, personal haters actually really care about you. And they really believe that they are protecting you from yourself. They might be an MLM hater. They might be somebody who really is just uneducated about our industry, and they might think you're going to get taken advantage of. So they kind of are taking on your protection as their responsibility, and it's coming across in like the worst possible way. So it hurts you. But understand that that's usually not what their intention is. So typically the best way to deal with that kind of hater is to simply accept that they're not going to join you. And make sure they know that you understand that. So you can say to them, listen, I understand this is not for you, and that's totally fine. I'm not looking to have you join my business. In fact, I would prefer you didn't if you don't actually love it the way I do anyway. But because we're good friends, I really need you to just support me in my decision. And at the very minimum, don't do anything intentionally to push me down. That's the conversation you need to have, and typically it's enough to get them to at least back down and let you do your thing in peace. And sometimes that's the most we can hope for at first. Once you start having some success, a lot of times these people will come around. Coffee break. Enjoy a beverage while you're listening to my video. That would be awesome. Okay, the other kind of haters you're going to get haters who are past MLM failures. These are the people who at some point or another have been in our industry, or they were with somebody or knew somebody really well who was, and that person did not have a good experience. So if they have bought into something in the past, thought it was a lottery ticket, didn't become rich overnight, and now they're angry at the entire industry, those people are going to immediately be defensive and say not so nice things, because instead of taking personal responsibility for the fact that they didn't do what was required to have success, they just blame everyone else. You are standing in front of them. You are now the perfect target. So with those kind of people, usually if you actually ask them, if you inquire, if you say to them, you know what, you seem really frustrated and I get that this isn't for you and that's totally cool. Listen, I'm just curious. Did something happen, or did you know somebody that had an experience that wasn't so good? Because there seems like maybe there's a little story here. If you open up the conversation, a lot of times they will tell you that that is in fact true. More often than not, people who are super angry and defensive and get all in your face and tell you how it's a big scam and the whole thing is a big waste of money and you're an idiot, those people have usually failed at it in the past. Now, there are other kinds of haters that you will encounter. One of my favorites is actually the co-MLM hater. Co-MLM haters are actually people who are in the industry and they love it, but they're in one particular company and they think that company is the only thing that matters on planet Earth. And they treat their business and their company like a religion. It's like a religious sect. It's so strange. I don't know if you've ever come across this before, but it's weird, it's whack. And they actually kind of have a hate on for anyone that's not in their company. They see themselves as being superior to everyone else. And anyone who's not in their company is stupid, uneducated, don't get it, losers, whatever. They just are, these people, to me, it's kind of like a mindset problem and you don't want to take that on. So if you encounter that, my usual way of handling it is to kind of ignore them, especially if it's on social media. You don't need to respond. Just back off and walk away. It is so not worth your time. If you're in front of somebody like that, I usually back right off and just say, so awesome that you love what you're doing. It's so amazing when you find the perfect company for you, isn't it? That's it. Don't even engage because they're looking for a reaction and they're looking for an opportunity to tell you how much smarter they are than you are. You don't need that action. You will come across haters that I like to call passive-aggressive intellectual types. These are actually so much fun. The passive-aggressive intellectual haters are the kind of people who will come across as though they're supporting you and then just give you a dig on the outside. So they'll say something like, this is really common with online marketing. They'll say something like, hey, love your stuff. Your videos are so awesome. Quick question, why are they always so long? It would be better if they weren't so long. It seems as though they're trying to pass you a compliment, but really they're trying to find a way to get in the insult that they're dying to tell you. But they don't have the, the courage, well, I almost said a naughty word. They don't have the courage to come out and just say it. So they do this whole passive-aggressive, semi-intellectual thing. It's kind of annoying, but kind of funny at the same time. The best reaction to people like that is the one that I heard from Ray Higdon, and he said, just say this. Wow, thanks, awesome. That's it. Thank them for their feedback and carry on. Do not engage, do not respond, do not defend yourself, do not explain yourself, because that's exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for a reaction so they can keep this thing going and keep proving to you how smart they are. Don't do it. As tempting as it might be, it's not worth your while. Now, when you get a legitimate troll, somebody who's just like saying really rude, obnoxious things, like these are people who seriously have nothing better to do. Losers, okay? They've got nothing better to offer the world right now. So you just like click, delete, and block. If you're online, delete and block them. Do not engage with them. It's not worth your time. I can pretty much guarantee you're not going to get a kind of troll like that in real life, so you don't need a strategy. Nobody's going to be that brave in person unless there's something not right with them, right? So totally different thing. So I hope that helps you. I think with most trolls and haters, dream stealers, if it's somebody close to you, just stand your ground. Stand your ground and don't let it derail you from your dreams, because as you start to have success, people will start to see that they don't need to keep you in the box that they had you in, that you are more than what they perceived you to be, and they will come around. Hope that helps. Please share this with anybody in your team that you think might benefit, who might be having this issue. If you're not currently on my blog, head on over to my blog at staceyhall.com and jump on some of the free training there, but also you'll find that I have a video there that you can get free of charge that shows you how to make money off the 90% of people who actually are not going to be interested in your business opportunity, just so that you can learn how to leverage what you have available to you and make the best of it and build an amazing business. I have enjoyed hanging out with you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.